Yeah. We do this first. There it is. Token City. Yeah, we got it in the bag. It is in the bag, ladies and gents. Flash this out. Highway Robbery, why not? Everything's untapped. We will sacrifice a green. Don't need it anymore. Ooh, another Stormsplitter. Why not? Corrupted Conviction. Sacrifice. Where's our creatures? Way over here. Let's double Pyro. There it is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The untapping from Floodcaller is beautiful, mate. Yo, thank you so much for checking out the video. I really appreciate the support, you guys. And I have, I think, to be a pretty perfected deck here. I've been wanting to build this a while. Most of you have probably heard of it or seen it at least a couple times, maybe on the arena, because it's kind of going around. So I'll go over it quickly. If you've never seen it before, this is pretty exciting stuff. So Stormsplitter, right, it's a 1/4 that creates a copy of itself every time you cast an instant or sorcery, which isn't a huge deal, right? It doesn't seem like it's going to be a lot of damage, but with Vitality here. So this new card from Duskmourn allows your creatures to tap for mana of any color, which is really, really good. It's also really resilient because if it dies, it just comes back to the field. So as long as we have one of these sitting on the field, when these guys double themselves, you can just tap them down for more mana. Now the idea is you have one Stormsplitter, then you have 2, right? Then you have 4, then 8, then 16. It sort of is exponential in that way, right? Now there is one card that I don't know if everyone's running, but I think is pretty buku bananas. Valley Floodcaller, when you cast a non-creature spell, you'll untap all of your, well, all we care about is the otters. So this is really insane because with Vitality on the field, all of our Stormsplitters that are sort of doubling and doubling and doubling represent mana that can immediately tap because of the haste. Then you untap them with Floodcaller, giving you access to all of that mana all over again as it keeps growing and keeps growing. It also buffs them. So not only are we going to create like a zillion trillion tokens, we can then grow them and do literally 1 billion damage. Like, I probably in the intro I maybe showed off a couple of the things, but this is a really spicy inclusion. And first thing I will say about that too is that I was running one island mana base to hopefully either get the island or get it with a Fabled Passage. I ended up cutting it and adding one more forest because I think the thing that really holds this deck down, if any, is getting your second forest at a relative time. Now there's another creature, the actually only other creature is Freebooter. This card's perfect because not only does it give you a treasure token, which can help you find that second green, or if you have that, maybe your blue with the treasure token also gives you a scry. So that scry can be really massive to make sure that you're not top decking another mana, and you can do the scry right before you draw a bunch of cards. Now you will notice we're running Fanatical Offering here, draw 2 cards, create a map token. In the 1-drop slot, sacrifice a guy, draw 2 cards. So that's perfect for Freebooter, right? Also, Demand Answers is in here because you can either discard a card if you're flooding on mana or sacrifice an artifact, which could be that treasure token, or really notably and very coolly, the map token, because it's not super important in this deck at all, so we can just sacrifice the map token. So if you do this first into a Demand Answers, it feels really good. You're drawing a ton of cards, you're finding your pieces early. One of the best cards as well is this, because not only can we discard a card or sacrifice a land, which is great when you're flooding, which could be, you know, really important on the turn that you're trying to pop off, because you're not going to need that land once you tap it. It actually comes up a lot more than you think. You can plot it. So that's super important because sometimes you're trying to set up for that big turn. And if you can get to the point where you're casting this for free, that can just sort of start the chain reaction, giving you enough mana to keep the chain popping. And then once you get to a certain point with the chain, you have like infinite mana. So this can be super important if you plot it a turn early. You know, you have your Stormsplitter on the field. Next turn you go, you start casting 100 spells and you win, right? Now, Pyroclasm is maybe the one card that you could cut, I would say. You could add like maybe one Snakeskin Veil in here as well, which could be cool. Um, it's a cheap thing. You could add like a bunch more like one drop spells, I would say, maybe some shocks. But I ended up liking this because there's like a lot of matchups where there's a bunch of little small dudes early. Whether that be the Azorius enchantments or just the bat deck. Just taking out Deep Cavern Bats with this is nice because we don't really have any actual hard removal. So you could maybe take this out, add some hard removal. You could maybe take out a few copies, maybe a couple copies, add some more one drops. But I do like this because notably, this does not kill our Vitality. It doesn't kill our Storm Splitters. And with Floodcaller, it doesn't kill it either because it essentially has prowess on it, basically, right, with its effect. So it's really nice. Everything fits together perfectly. The mana base, this is what I have here. This is, what I just kind of bink, 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 and the auto assignment sort of worked. But you could go with that one island, maybe one more Fabled Passage, and then maybe that island. But I think that second forest is massive in this deck. So I'm actually curious to see if I do end up cutting Pyroclasm. But I think that these cards, like all of these 2-drops, should be, at least to my knowledge, the best like 2-drop draw 2s. And then of course Corrupted Conviction is absolutely perfect. And not only can you sacrifice Freebooter, but you can sacrifice your Vitality, which is actually really nice because sometimes there's exile a creature causes, which could be a huge problem. So you can actually just sacrifice this right away to, just have it as an enchantment on the field, sort of avoiding that, if you will, which actually is a really smart heads-up play, especially if you don't have the Freebooter on the field. Do that, right? Nothing can be lost, I would say, from that. Now, there's a couple decks, I guess I'll go over. The Shouldered matchup, super tough, because we're drawing a bunch of cards, and we don't have hard removal, so Shouldered just completely shuts this down. Also, I ran into, earlier before I was recording, the card The End, because that card will, if you remove your Storm Splitter, then it can search your whole hand, graveyard, and library for the rest of the Storm Splitters. Now you don't have access to that, and it's a little hard to win without Storm Splitter. You can do it. I mean, maybe you can get some nice little swings in. Maybe you can pump this guy up a bunch, get a cheesy little swing in. But if you don't have Storm Splitter at all, it's a little non-functioning, right? So that's kind of it. That should be everything for you guys. I hope you enjoy the games today. If you check them out, that'd be really cool. And if you enjoyed this little brief deck tech, maybe leave a like. That helps a lot for the algorithm, all of that jazz. Sub for more if you feel that it's worth it. I think it will. I don't know how to say that. And I just hope that you're having a good one. I'll see you around. Good luck on the arena. No mulligans. Good RNG for you. And I'll catch you in the next video. So we have a pretty good hand. We have the Floodcaller and the Vitality. I say we take it. We are now looking for, of course, the Storm Splitter Baby. So let's go ahead and do that. We will lead with this. We like this card, actually. I think we have to pitch it, though. I think we have to pitch it. The reason is we don't have a blue to hardcast this, or we don't have a Fabled Passage, rather. And we don't have a double green quite yet. So we actually really have to find that. We got another one anyway. So that works out just fine. I think we do this. We do this. I say that we should... We're going to discard a card. Floodcaller is not as important, but it is very important. So I think we have to pitch this. I think that being that they led with a green, we have to remove something here. So we will do that. Okay, we got another one anyway, so that works out pretty well. 2 Pyros, not what I wanted. The reason I'm keeping this, though, is I'm expecting, like, rabbits, perhaps? Some sort of creature-based deck, though. Simic. Frogs. Okay, so Pyro should do some work here. Okay, so this is not ideal whatsoever. But it's kind of fine. It's kind of fine. Yeah, so we just lay this. I don't think we use our Pyros yet. I think we got to be patient here. So yeah, I just have one island in the deck. Usually you can hard cast this with Vitality. We do want that second green, though. I'm wondering if that island is worth it. There's a lot of times I'm looking for the second green, and I'm like, not that we've got the island here by any means, but this guy I think is worth playing, though. I really do. It really does sort of turns your tokens into endless mana. So it's really powerful. This deck is really, really powerful. There are some games where you just can't win depending on... You know, those discard decks when we have to discard like half our hand are really tough. Unless we can sort of turn the corner on them. But... And also just super hard removal. The nice thing about Vitality is you can keep it around. So that's actually really nice that we got this blue. So I think... I don't know if double Pyro is worth it here. I think we just flash out this. What's really nice is this does give our cards instant speed as well, which actually turns a couple of our cards on, notably Pyroclasm, into being a lot more deadly. Do we get a free kill here? Let's see if we do. If they use a pump spell on this, I think that's fine though, right? I think that is fine. They probably just return it to their hand, yeah. Okay. Excellent. And they just recast it. So they have a good game plan, but I don't think it's one that like takes us over necessarily. It is a lot slower. And they're going for the Valley. Do they double Valley? Yeah, they do double Valley. Okay. So the Pyro's looking juice here. I think that's what we do. It'd be so nice if we had Vitality on the field, though. Because then when this untaps every time, we can get more mana out of it. I think we do this, though. Let's just use one. Nice little prowess, keeping our guy alive is beautiful. I'm tempted to kill that Port Mage. But I think we just do this. And we can Fanatical Offering this Floodcaller, which I think might be viable. Because again, we are still looking for our pieces. That second green, and of course the Stormsplitter. This is not too shabby. Fanatical Offering plus Convicted, what is this? Corrupted Conviction is a really good little combo for what we're doing. I mean, well, it's not really a combo. But great cards. I think every card in the deck is very justified. And I think this deck is just so fun to play. I like these sort of puzzle-based decks. Because once you can assemble it, you are in business. We might just cast the Pyro here. Now, it'd be interesting to see if they swing with the dual port mage. That'd be really stupid. That would be really, really stupid. Let's do it. Cast the Pyro. I like that, I think, a little bit more. I think we're also looking for a greedy freebooter here. I think this slows them down enough. Okay, and they do go for the removal spell. And I know they could have returned their stuff to their hand, but I think it buys us enough time to do what we need to do. So in this case, in fact, in retrospect, I should have casted Fanatical Offering. Because it is dumb that they can just return their thing and we only kill like one creature in that case. No biggie though. Frog. Another Boe. Okay? Let's see if they swing in. We're not going to be able to kill it, but I think that will work out fine. Let's not cast Fanatical Offering. It's really hard for me to decide. Okay, that's what I was kind of looking for. Something where we don't have to sacrifice a creature. So I think we do this. Do we do it now? Okay, let's swing. We're probably going to get rid of Fanatical Offering here, which is really unfortunate. But there we go. Okay. We now have pieces that we need. We have pretty much all of them. Freebooter is perfect, and we got Stormsplitter. So we're kind of in business, and the treasure token from this guy is massive. Getting that second green, getting the blue if you need it, as well as just ramping us so that we can actually pop off, which is what we want to do, baby. Okay, little frog action. Yeah, I think that Pyro earlier was a mistake, because we would be up a card otherwise, but I don't think it's a big deal. Yeah, we do this, absolutely, so that we can go in with more mana, a treasure, nice little scry here. Yeah, we definitely don't want that right now. The scry as well fits so perfectly. I mean, there's so much in this deck that works sort of in overlap mode. Okay. So, we can do a lot here. Let's play this. We can now do this. This has haste. We can tap these two guys. We're going to discard this Vitality. Untap our Otters. Because of Floodcaller, this card is a really nice little spicy addition, I gotta add. So if we just keep getting instants, okay. So this is what I'm talking about, baby. So, absolutely. Cast this. Untap our guys. Okay. I think that we'll discard a card, because screw that. We will now tap this, untap our guys. Beautiful. I like it. We will swing. Do we win? So we have 3, what is that? 6 damage over there. I don't know if we win. Actually, yeah, we do. We should. So if they block the 3 biggest guys, we still have 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Unless they have some very tricky instant speed shenanigans. That should do it, baby. Wait, why are they doing that? Apparently they can't do math. What? Okay. Alright. So that is game. Okay. Good game, baby. Alright. So you can see how fast you turn the corner there with what we're doing. In retrospect, I should have sacrificed a land so that we could have a card to discard. But I think, you know. Anyway, that's how you win while making mistakes. That was my aim, right? So that was cool. Let's get into some more games so you can really see how much it can pop off. That was all you really need sometimes. So boom, bam, baby. Let's go. Wow, okay, so we have a pretty dang good hand. And I actually took out the blue mana, the 1 island that we had, and put another green, because I was struggling to get that second green quite a bit, and it was kind of frustrating. So I think we'll try that. I think we'll try that for a little while. Plus, we can always get the treasures. This will give us access to any mana, any color. So yeah. Really like Blaze Mire Verge is absolutely awesome in this deck. Obviously, all of these are. Ends up being perfect in this deck. And my door is opening and closing from paranormal activity. So if I die randomly, that's what happened, baby. So we will cast this. Or we will lay this so this can tap for the black. Oh, it already could tap for the black. That's fine. In fact, I should have laid the green. It'll be okay, though. I don't know why I thought it was the opposite there. Which is unfortunate. I like Highway Robbery because sometimes if you do flood, you can just sacrifice your lands. And the plot. The plot is perfect. So, can't go wrong there. Okay, this is nice. They're going to start making little toys while gaining a little bit of life. Not too shabby-dabby-do. Is this what we want? We kind of do want this to buy some time here. Okay. I think, though, we set up Vitality. We will set up Vitality here, and we'll get our Freebooter, I keep saying Greebooter, on the field as well, so it could potentially be a mana, as well as something to sacrifice if we do get those cards. And I think we're in good business right now. I'm assuming they're going to want to lay another creature this turn, so our Pyroclasms will be even better. Pyro being so good in this deck for all of our high toughness guys. The Floodcaller has the prowess, as you probably saw from the last match, I believe. 3 toughness boy. Okay, so we want to keep our treasure if possible, but we're going to do this. We got to clear the board here. I think that makes sense to do. That's not too bad. Yeah, we'll keep that there. And I think we Pyro again. We're going to go to combat. Get a nice little 3 damage in, presumably. And we should Pyro here, I would say. I think that makes the most sense. They could take a little bit of damage there. Let's plot this. On second thought, let's plot this. And we'll chill. I think that's fine. Now, if they go to exile this, because it is a creature at the moment, that would be really unfortunate. Could be a mistake. There is a good amount of exile, especially in Orzhov. What is this? Bat? Okay. Bat card. Okay, cool. Moonstone. So yeah, giving a little Anthem effect there. We have plenty of life to work with, so not too worried at the current moment. I really like this. Do we swing first and then do all this? Yeah, let's get in a little bit of damage, I guess. They maybe block. But you never know. Could make a big difference. So they block with that. Kind of interesting. Oh, it has Death Touch now? How'd they gain life? Okay, I'm really stupid. But I suppose it's fine. I think we flash this out now. No, let's wait. End turn. It'll be okay. Hopefully they lay like an Aclezotes or something that'd actually be good, because then they're tapped out. They can't remove any of our stuff. Yeah, why did I... Oh, wait, what? How did they gain life? I totally missed something, didn't I? Unless I'm just like completely tripping. Oh, it just has Death Touch. That's weird that like it gives... Oh, you could try... Okay, I didn't even... Wow, I didn't even see the Death Touch somehow. So I'm really, really smart. You'll love to see it. Gotta get rid of the treasure, but it should be fine. We will block that. Cool. Okay. Yeah, would have been nice to keep Vitality there for just a second, so we could tap. Okay, so this is good. The Fabled is good. I think we get a, what's it called, a Swamp here, just in case Vitality gets removed, I guess. I guess it doesn't matter at all, now that I think about it. Okay, both these guys can tap. Let's Highway Robbery. I think we sacrifice a land. Yeah. So we're going to get rid of the mountain. Wow, not what I wanted to see. Not what I wanted to see. Let's double Pyro. There it is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The untapping from Floodcaller is beautiful, mate. It's beautiful. I don't know what I thought for a second there. So I was just being a doofus. I think it's because I haven't eaten. But there we go. Easy to pull off. Vitality being so resilient is amazing. Once you can assemble these three creatures, it's like go time. That plot, right? The plotting card from Highway Robbery, huge. Huge. Alright, let's go ahead and get one more, I think, for you. And if you're enjoying the video, I'd appreciate a like. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. Let's go. We'll keep it, though. We have a lot of card draw. Should be fine. We'll let them know that we're Rakdos-based, baby. I guess. Wait. I was going to plot this, but probably just demand answers. I think the mountain, I guess. Doesn't really matter. The Fabled for the green can be big. Could be big. I'm going to do this now, even though I could have done next turn. One less mana in the deck, though, because we're going to plot this anyway. Perhaps the Surveil next turn could be big. Maybe not, though. Because we do sort of just need to save our... You know, it's more of a one-turn thing anyway, so... Typically I wouldn't do that, but I think it does help you statistically draw something else other than a land. There is some logic going on in my head. So they didn't lay... I was expecting the enchantment, put in the counters, whatever that's called, the saga. I guess it's not a saga, it's the one you level up. Okay, so okay, cool. Little food action. They go for that over the Offspring play. Kind of surprising to me. In all honesty. I think we discard the Surveil now that I think about it. Not ideal, folks. Not ideal, folks. Sure. We will get down Stormsplitter. Definitely scared to... Well, not swing, but I don't know if I want to block either one of these, because they'll probably do something tricky. Little scary, little scary. Sakaki is who we're against. Sakakai. My bad. My apologies. Rotten Mouth. You'd love to see it. I guess the lands? Do we? No. Let's just say no for now. Definitely feels bad, though. Okay, so this is actually really good. Yeah, no. The second green here is massive, to be honest. So as soon as we lay this, they're gonna tap, but it's fine, right? Sacrificing the artifact. Yeah, I mean, we'll discard this card. We lay the mana for turn, right? Flashing this out would be pretty sick. But this doesn't have haste. We can do both of these here. Okay, so we're going to lay this and then Fanatical Offering it. We could always, of course, sacrifice one of the dudes. But it wouldn't work. You're right, we want to start doubling these guys. No. If we can get off this Valley Floodcaller, right? So if we can flash this out and then sacrifice it, which we can, we're in complete business. But I think we do this first. Yeah. We do this first. There it is. Token City. Yeah, we got it in the bag. It is in the bag, ladies and gents. Flash this out. Highway Robbery, why not? Everything's untapped. We will sacrifice a green. Don't need it anymore. Ooh, another Stormsplitter. Why not? Corrupted Conviction. Sacrifice. Where's our creatures? Way over here. We'll sacrifice one of these tokens. Don't think it's going to matter too much. Draw cards, baby. Yeah, we're lagging out. We're lagging out. We got, what is this, 63? You'll love to see it. Alright, we will sacrifice, sacrifice an artifact, which is a map token. Alright, beautiful. All of our guys are getting bigger because of the Floodcaller. Hopefully they don't leave. I want to see how much damage I can do. Maybe they're curious. Morbid curiosity. Come on, morbid curiosity time. Come on, man. Don't quit. Don't quit, baby. Is it lagging out, dude? Okay. Okay. We could have kept going forever. We actually had another greedy freebooter into the Fanatical Offering, giving us a scry, double pyro, buffing them all up, each pyro. How much damage? I wonder, I could have... Man, this Floodcaller, though, just doing it.